This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, big hole left side. And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. Well, you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
The extra point is good. And the Eagles will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Right back to Irving. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
In danger of an opening 3 and out. They face third and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Okay, break. 70 Timberwolves. Here we go. 60 Vices, 60 Vices. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Oh! Now he gets free. Up near side of midfield. It is a big play for the Eagles. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go! 19-18. Cut 19. Cut 19 tight. 19 tight. Huh.
They'll look to throw. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And will be forced out of bounds. A very short game.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. He finds Devontae Smith. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard.
Crack all 80. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Ready.
Here's a design run. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. But they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. Come on. Set. Ready.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Y'all gotta calm my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
Track. 19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught for 3. And he's into the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, this is going to be a long day for this defense.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Irving. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jordan Davis in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Rolling to the left. He'll try and get there on the ground. And that's not going to be nearly enough. He'll get 4, but fourth and long coming up. It's Riley Dixon coming on now. And John's to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. D. Winters in there to drop him as he registers sack number 4 on the season.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On second down, Hurts. And they brought in by Ibuka. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it will wind up being a first down. Hurts. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Hurts again. Middle of the field, he's got Evans. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Again, Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Hurts will try it again. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's third and goal. To throw is Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
Let's give a lot of credit to this defense, Mike. They've got their backs on their own goal line, and they completely buckle down here in the low red zone. I mean, this pass rush, they've completely changed the scope of this possession, and now brings up fourth and goal. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
Okay, break.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Come on. Set. Liking 18.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Vita Vea getting in there for the sack. Number 3 on the year for him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
It is third and long.
Let's go now. Johnny Lions. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. To the left side, he finds traffic. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Up run there on third down, good for 26 yards.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
On first and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll work forward to about 3. It's second down.
Just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Second down, they need 7.
Get it! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Barkley, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Bucs 38-yard line.
Second and 7.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80. 77.
He'll look to throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's third and 7.
Deputy! Cougar 19! Pioneer!
Quick throw, taken in, and he is out of bounds down at the 21. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Cowboy 80! Ready, right?
On the ground, this is Barkley. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Fix the Eagle! Let's go!
This one tapped forward on the pop pass. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage.
on the check.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Check out.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
That one is good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to try it here again. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball to tie his point, but come down with the pick.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To the air again. Hurts. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Now, screen set up for Irving. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
They send Evans in motion. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Looking down the field there, but It falls incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jalen Phillips, he's in there to drop him, and it leads to fourth down. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Cougar 19. Janet. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hey, smash Broncos.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The extra point is up and through, and the Eagles extend to a 24-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be back up now to start this drive. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Tight end motioning left. Here's Irving. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
You know, for the good corners, Mike, they all share this certain mentality, right? It's bring it on. I want the best. I want the ball thrown in my direction. So anytime they get a chance to break up a play and silence an opposing offense, but man, when they get a chance to take one away and get their hands on it, that is what they live for.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal.
Viking 18.
Back to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
On the double. Nice turn. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field.
Let's go.
Now it's 3rd and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. That is a dream scenario. The offense can't get the ball 1st and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
From PAT, up and good. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Buccaneers 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. A kid, this is Irving. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Great, set. Hey! Hey!
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And bring it back out to the 20-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
On the ground is Barkley to start the drive. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Elijah Ganson in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19. Cross all 80.
Once again, it's Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Got it. Ready?
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
19 tight. 19 tight. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let go.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
Well, in a game that seems like it's gone all in their favor, that's kind of one of the rare cases where this offense didn't appear to be on the same page, because for as good as they have been all day long, this possession at least, they're going to stall out.
To return is Johnson. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. A 1st down throw for Hurts. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Good. Set.
The tight end going in motion to the left. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the 1st half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play calling, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Ready.
Throwing now on 3rd and long, and that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field.
Great, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Finding his tight end there. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Great, set.
Here's Hurts. Forced out wide, and he's going to be taken down. They get him for the sack at the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Great, set. Hey, 73.
That's Ibuka in motion. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Out to his right. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
3rd and long for Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here. Just past the 30.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Red. Hawk, step. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
The RPO, that one is complete. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a 1st down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
2nd and inches.
Deputy. Bronco 80. Viking 18. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll work forward 4 yards, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
1st and 10.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Quick throw on the RPO to Goddard. And they will finally run him down. It is a big play for the Eagles. 33 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Cougar 19, go!
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll take this one in. Tucker Craft. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.